What up, everybody? I'm your host, Mr. Fresh to the Soul, and this is Kicks and Convo. Let's go.
We the coach, we nothing like them vultures. If you didn't, now you know it. Our combos be the latest and our shoes is just the dopest. We keep a high topic when we known to be the coast. Cause we stepping with black excellence, progression in our motion.
On today's episode, our special guest Boost, Mr. Fresh Kicks Laundry himself, culture ambassador, sneaker historian, and neighborhood hero. We're gonna talk about brand loyalty, visibility, and of course, kicks and inspired combo.
Nothing like them vultures. If you didn't, now you know it. Our combos be the latest and our shoes is just the dopest. We keep a high topic when we known to be the coast. Cause we stepping with black excellence, progression in our motion.
So let's get right into it. Boost, it's a pleasure seeing you again, sir.
Nice to see you.
Now, I know you, but the world does not. Give a little brief introduction about yourself, sir.
What's up, y'all? This is Anthony Colston, aka Boost, the celebrity sneaker cleaner, CEO of Fresh Kicks Sneaker Laundry.
So listen, I want to talk about the journey, man. How did you get into sneakers?
My uncle got me a pair of white and red Jordan 6s back in, I think, 91, and I turned heads in school, so I've been a sneakerhead ever since.
Gotcha, man. Do you have like a favorite shoe of all time?
I just can't pick one. It would be the Jordan 6s, Jordan 11s, Foam Posits, Air Force 1s. I can't just pick one.
Yeah. So do you have like a grail that you still desire? I know you get like a bunch of shoes coming in all the time, but is there one that's been in your hands that you're like, man, I wish I had it for myself?
The Jason Kidd Flight Posit ones, they were, what do you call it, the House of Hoops exclusive.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I believe it was only 72 pair made, so if you have them, please let me have them. Thank you.
What was the first shoe that really kind of like made you a sneakerhead though?
Might have been the Barclays, the CB 94s, black, white with the purple in 94. Just in the little holes on the side. I might have a pair somewhere out here. Yeah, just saying like the holes on the side and just the Air Max 2. Air Max 2 came out around 93, so I was a big fan of it. And just a basketball shoe with an air bubble, I was a big fan of it. It's the first shoe that I probably looked at all day and night in the catalog when I was little.
That's one of my favorite shoes as well. I love the all black on black.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody in the hood, in the city, if you hoop, you had a pair of those.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I know that you own your own shop, man. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit more about that, man.
People come in, they drop off their shoes. Give me about 3 or 4 days to get them back together. Some people need them back in same day, sometimes same hour. But you bring your shoes and drop them off, and I make them look good again.
What made you want to start in this industry?
I didn't want to start.
Explain.
So Jason Mark created a shoe cleaner, a sneaker cleaner, and I just wanted to buy it because I like new stuff, new gadgets, and just new products. I bought it, did some before and after pictures, posted it on my Instagram. This is when Instagram first started, maybe like the first couple years, like 2010 or something like that. A lot of my friends asked me if I can clean their shoes. I'm like, cool, no problem. Didn't even think about actually doing it, just replying back to people. One of my buddies bought some white and red metallic Jordan 1s over to my house the next day. I said, what am I supposed to be doing with these? He was like, clean them. I said, I don't clean shoes. Like, get out of here. I'm not cleaning your shoes. Why'd you bring these over to my house? He left. Like after the conversation, I'm like, yo, I still got your shoes. I'm like, just clean them for me. That turned into more people asking me if I can clean their shoes. I had a situation where I was praying to God, like, I want to do something else besides working in warehouses. Like, God, show me a sign. I want to do something else. And scrolling late at night on Instagram, I saw a guy named Pyrex Pot doing before and after pictures of shoes. I said, this is it. Good looking, God. Thank you. So the next day, scrolling again, Pyrex put up a now hiring sign. I mean, like on Instagram, like a now hiring post. I immediately called him, saw the address. I'm like, yo, you 2 minutes from me. I'll be up there right now. Like, we don't even have to finish this conversation. I came up here to his grandfather's shop. I said, you don't have to pay me. Just show me, because I love like sneakers and you're wowing me with what you're doing. I'm like, just show me what to do on my day off, and I promise I'll make your business bigger than what it is. Probably looked at me like, yeah, okay, you're going to make it bigger than, like, I'm already big. So, but I know a lot of people in the city. Like, I got a lot of friends as party promoters. I used to do stuff myself, always used to hustle. So and I'm really into like marketing and scaling things. So it was nothing for me to make it bigger. 5-6 years later, here we are. You know, but that's just one part of the story. I also have like a lot of different lanes on what got me here. As far as like I wanted a different job, but I also saw someone on Instagram post. They took a tour of Nike.
Okay.
So I'm like, I want to tour Nike. You know, so I started looking like the headquarters in Beaverton. So I started checking it out. Like, what do you have to do to take a tour of Nike? And it's basically you have to be invited. You just can't go. So I started beating myself up like, I'm a sneakerhead. Everybody here knows I'm a sneakerhead, but what do I have to do to be nationwide or globally known without, you know, like selling myself or just going out of my way to like, look at me. I like shoes too. Pick me, pick me. So I'm like, I got to make myself valuable to the point where they know me and they want to invite me because they like what I got going on. So it's been happening. I'm still not at Nike yet, but they will invite me one day soon. I know they will.
But I seen you in a Nike commercial though, man. So I seen this phone positive commercial. There's 2 commercials, but the original commercial, the preview of it, was talking about the DMV phone positive. So, man, tell me about that experience. Man, when I saw you, I'm just like, man.
Yeah, that was cool. That was real cool. So I have a friend that works for Social Status.
Okay.
Shout out to George. And I've always told George, like, if there's any opportunity to plug me in with James Whitner, please let me know because he's like kind of like a role model, you know, like a mentor before I even met him. And just, I used to always want my own clothing store / barbershop. And when I saw that he had his own store, like selling kind of things that I'm into, I'm like, I need to follow this guy. So one day, George was in town so they could film the shoot. And he just busted in here one day with his whole camera crew. I'm thinking it was the FBI or something coming into the shop for things I probably did in my past life. But it was really George and the camera crew asking if they could shoot some scenes here. And everything went well. They looked out for myself and my family and the relationship built from there. Now when they're in town, well, not when they're in town, but when Social Status has any event, they invite me out. I'm very vocal over what ideas I have, and I send them things all the time, different ideas, different shoes I think should come out, different materials and colors, and that's probably going to land me in a different position later on in life, but I'm just working towards the name.
That. Also seen some interaction with New Balance as well, man. I've seen you posting some photos, man. Tell me a little about that collaboration, man.
So another part of the dream of the, not pick me, but like, yo, this is my life, but I see other people in this lane that I want to be in. One day I was on YouTube and I watching Abdul. Abdul's a good friend of mine now that I always thought was a cool guy. I saw he did an interview, I believe, with Nice Kicks a long time ago where they like showed his collection. I'm like, damn, I got all these shoes too, but nobody knows I have all the stuff. And even the stuff that he has that I didn't, I'm like, these are all the things that are on my wish list. So I'm like, we're into the same kind of things. So years later, I can't remember how Abdul and I met. I think I told him like, yo, I love you or something like that. Like, I love everything you got going on. So he came into the shop and we formed a great bond, great friendship over the things that we're into. So when he was invited to the New Balance party, he said, I'm going to make sure that you're on the list. So I went there and I made sure that I put my best foot forward and introduced myself to all the people that I need to know, that need to know me. So I'm locked in with New Balance as well as Nike and, two great companies that know me instead of me just knowing them now.
So you said Nike and New Balance. Do you have a favorite Nike style or silhouette? And also New Balance as well.
As far as Nike, 90s basketball, I love their Nike, like their archive department. Just like the silhouettes and the designs of Nike shoes in the 90s, I'm a big fan of. And I say as far as New Balance, the 990 series, anything 990, 991, 992, 993, the version 2 through 4. I'm sorry, the version 1 through 6 for the 990s. Yeah, that's about. I mean, it's a lot of cool There's a lot of cool New Balance, but I'm a big fan of the 900 and better series.
Yeah, for me, I think the KD4 is one of my favorite hooping shoes ever, man.
Yeah, they nice.
They just came back out with the Nerf and Weatherman. And,
my son was checking them out yesterday in downtown locker room. That's another $100-something I got to spend.
Listen, $130 ain't bad compared to $700.
Yeah. If you would have had the hoop in the box.
So, now, I think for the New Balance, man, I love the 993s as well, man. Super comfortable. It's a classic shoe.
Neutral, goes with anything, comfortable. We get older now, so you need to be more comfortable on your feet. So that's what we're into these days. More about comfortability than just trying to look cool and hurting and walking around like the penguin because your shoes are too small. So please stop wearing shoes that are too small. Y'all don't have to do that anymore.
Man, tell me a little about the. I actually got the Air Force Ones, the classics, man. Certain shoes in Baltimore are just staples, man. So.
Yeah, I might have said other shoes are my favorite, but this is my all-time favorite shoe that I probably search every single day for old pairs from 1986 up until maybe 2004. My favorites were made. So this is like a retro of one of my favorite shoes. I plan on buying at least 10 to 20 pairs.
Okay. Come on, show them.
10 to 20 pair of the black with the white collar on the black with the nice leather with the double swoosh. Is my favorite pair of all times. I can kiss it. I don't care if it's dirty or not. Yeah, man, I love this shoe and I plan on having at least 20 pair in my lifetime. It has to be just like this. Don't trip off the crease because I got more in the back.
Listen, you can fix the crease, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, if you got those, and what size you wear?
11 and a half to 12.
Something to boost, man. Something to boost,
yeah,
man.
please do. Please. If you have the 2009 with the tumble leather, please, or the 2015. Everybody calls these shoes the Friday because Craig had them on when he was on the porch on Friday. So it's my favorite shoe of all time. Even if I say anything else is my favorite shoe, the ones I have on right now are my favorite shoe of all time.
Definitely. Yeah. Man, I had a pair of Air Force Ones. I was really big into the Fantastic Four packs. I got the Invisible Woman.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it was only one clear see-through shoe back then that was official, unless you went to
Patapsco.
Shout out to Patapsco Flea Market for the white tees.
For the white tees.
4 for $25. So. But also, man, I want to tap into a little bit about your family, man. So, growing up when you were young, what was shoes like in the household?
I mean, shoes was everything to me. I didn't really care about a lot of other things my friends were really into. I was always flipping through East Bay catalogs, looking at everything that was next. So shoes meant, everything. That was really the only thing on my wish list, like besides the video game system. But I didn't really care about having the newest games and stuff. I just always wanted to be fresh. So that's because of that's what I saw outside my door. I came from a block with successful drug dealers. So they always looked apart. They were always in the newest clothes. So it wasn't just about having something on. It was like the newest stuff that came out next week that's not out yet. So I grew up and I was inspired by that. That's probably why I was always into my shoes being clean because they had to look like fresh out the box, you know. So I say as far as family, they support my dreams and they know that they say where I should be because this is what I've always been into, you know.
So as family, man, how do your children? I know you got 3 kids. You got a girl, right? Who's
20 years old, copping.
Then you got 2 boys as well, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Are they into sneakers as well?
My youngest is my oldest daughter. I got a funny story about her. She actually told me when the Space Jams came out in 2009, presenting them to her, took them out the box. Like, Taylor, I got the shoes you asked for. She turned around and dropped her hands, dropped the toy, said, "Ma, Daddy just got me some more ugly shoes." I'll never forget that. I'm like, you asked me for these shoes. What are you talking about? So she actually sent me a text a couple weeks ago, like, "Okay, I think I'm in the shoes again."
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, well, you're 20 now. What are you talking about? But that was cool. My 12-year-old, he doesn't really care as long as the shoes fit and they look nice and they're red and black. My youngest son, he's just turned 8 years old. He's a complete sneakerhead. He wants the chunky dunks that probably cost about $40,000 in the size right now. He said, "Dad, you can even get them from Patapsco Flea Market."
That's crazy.
It's like, no. I appreciate, you letting me know how much you're into this, but it ain't happening. But yeah, my youngest son, he probably has maybe about 20 pairs of shoes. And every day I come home, he asks me, "Dad, you got any donations for me?"
That's crazy.
But I'm like, no, the donations are for people that actually need them because they don't have much. I'm not bringing you home every pair of shoes that's in your size, but I try to look out for them as much as I can.
So talk about that. Like, do you get back to the community and what are some events that you've been a part of, man?
A lot, too many to name, but I have a lot of friends that have donation type of fundraisers or they just donation giveaways for the community. And they'll come to me and say, "Yo, I'm having this big giveaway. Do you have anything you can give us?" And I might give away 50 to 100 pairs of shoes to my buddies that when they need it. Because people come in here all the time and say, "Yo, I can't wear these anymore. I can't fit them. Instead of me throwing them in the trash or put them in a yellow box, what can you do? You got somebody that can give them to you. And I'm like, yeah, because I got a high school right next door, and the kids from Lake Clifton, shout out to Reach Partnership High School, aka Lake Clifton. They'll come over when they get out of school and ask me if I have anything in their size. Well, just like older guys in the community. They might be on a fixed income, but they always come in and say hi to Mr. Watson that owns the shop. Hey man, you got anything in my size? So I'm like, yeah, I got you. Just give me a day or two. Let me dust it off and make sure that you can fit it, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm always giving back to the community. I used to just leave them outside on the bus stops or leave them on the corner, but that turned into people just taking them so they can resell them. So I'd rather just try to give them to the people that actually need them, you know.
How many shoes do you think come through your hands throughout the course of the year?
Maybe 1,000 or two, and that's like a realistic number because I probably touch maybe 20 a day, 20 to sometimes more. Because even if I'm not servicing the shoes as far as cleaning, it might be somebody that needs something else. Like, can you sell this for me? I can't fit anymore. Can you sell this shoe for me? Just the donations, the selling shoes, the cleaning shoes. I have people that come in and they might say something like, can you tell me if this is fake or is my shoe real? So yeah, I'm always touching. I always got a shoe in my hand all day long. Even when I leave here, I might go to the gas station as soon as I leave and, yo, I know y'all closed, but can you take my bag? I've been meaning to give you these shoes, but I can never make it to you in time. Can you take it? Yeah, it never stops.
I know I met you through a friend, man. Suggested that I come down and check out your store, man. And he saved my shoes, y'all. I had a pair of Air Max 90 Earthquakes, man. And I got them from the thrift store for $25. And they go for a little, I wish I would have kept them. They go for a little change right now on eBay, man. You saved them and brought them back. And the blessing was, man, your service, man. You took me back to the back room. We chopped it up a little bit, and I told you about my life story. And you always been just, friendly, man. Always with the amazing service, man. So
Thank you.
Definitely appreciate that.
Thank you,
man.
No problem.
In your personal collection, man, do you have something that you find that is like rare, like a rare gem that you think that others may not have?
Yeah, I got a couple pair of kid size Dunkins. Everybody wants the Dunkins to come back out. We haven't seen them since 2011. I have like the originals from I think 97, 98 in kid sizes. Original Bacons.
Air Bacons.
Air Bacons. The youth pair didn't have the Islamic air and flames on the back.
Yeah.
But
Air,
this
Air
is
Monarchs.
Exactly. This is from that area. Man, I have so many shoes that come and go. I really can't say I have this, I have that. But I've been blessed to always want shoes my entire life. And as I got older, they started coming to me without me having to go to the store to buy them. Like not all, but things just come to me from different collectors. Like, yeah, I've had these for 20 years, but I know you love shoes. Maybe you'll like this. And they'll just give them to me. And I might stand up here and shed a tear and cry like, how did you know? How did you know that I daydreamed about somebody giving me this exact shoe? And it happens. Yeah.
I know prior you told us about your collaborations, man, but do you have like a dream job in the sneaker culture that you are desiring to have?
Yes. A part of that's another part of why I started doing this. I really want to be a product line manager. I would like for it to be at Nike, but if it's not at Nike, I'd like for it to be like a universal type of company where I can make decisions on bring it out with this color, bring it out with this material. I think this person should be in the ad. I think we should market it around this time because it's an anniversary of this collection or something that happened. I really want to be a sports product line manager. That's my dream job.
Definitely, man. And for me, man, I always wanted to work for Nike, man, just because that was like the mecca.
Yes.
Who don't want to work for a sneaker store, man?
Yeah, same here. Same here. I'm hoping that it happens one day, but if I keep working towards it, it's going to come my way. It's going to find me. So that's another, like, how did all this happen? It's because I wanted to be in Beaverton, Oregon, working for Nike, making decisions that I can come back to my neighborhood and say, like, yo, I'm the reason they're in white and red now, right?
Yes, sir.
And, like, I'm the reason that those shoes came back out anyway, stuff like that. So.
Well, listen, man, it's been a pleasure, man, having you today on the pod, sir.
Thank you.
Man, tell the viewers a little bit more information. How can they find you?
Anthony Colston. You can find me right here at 1600 East 25th Street, Baltimore, Maryland. I'm located inside of Watson Shoe Repair. one of the oldest shoe repair cobbler shops in America. You can find me online. Instagram is Boost Global, Boost Global, or Fresh Kick Sneaker Laundry on Instagram.
And listen, you already know what time it is. It's Mr. Fresh to your soul. Stay fresh, stay humble, and make sure your soul is clean. We out, y'all.